STV News has been given access to a busy trauma ward at Aberdeen Royal Infirmary, where nursing staff have described conditions as the most challenging they've ever experienced. A constant flow of patients means wards are full. Often those who could be discharged remain there, blocking beds for weeks on end. And because they can't be moved into home or social care, nurses say there's even more pressure on a system which is already close to collapse. Brandon Cook reports.
Early evening at Aberdeen Royal Infirmary. As many across the city pack up for the day, the relentless work here continues. Throughout this hospital, under-pressure staff try their best to meet the needs of every illness or injury.
It's going to take your blood pressure, Michael, OK?
Right. On the orthopaedic trauma ward, they treat broken bones and care for patients who feel lucky to be alive.
Well, I didn't really realise what had happened until I was pulling myself out of the car after the accident. I got quite a shock.
This was Nathan's car just a week ago.
I broke my shoulder, I hurt my back, and then I completely shattered my knee. The surgeon said putting my knee back together was like screwing together a bowl of cornflakes. The staff have just made it so that much easier, and like they've been coming in like every hour just to check like if I'm comfortable, or they said I can shout as much as I want, or they just made it a lot easier. Like I don't know what I would have done if I was like stuck at home.
Nathan's recovery is down to the dedication from medics here, but staff say they're increasingly under pressure and feel stuck in the middle of a logistical nightmare. Patients are waiting longer than ever for one of their beds, yet it's becoming more difficult to free them up.
Getting people in and not being able to move people along as safely as possible is been the biggest problem for us in the last couple of years, really, but particularly I think maybe in the last 6 months it's even got worse. We have patients that are coming in the front door that need to be operated on. They're being seen by a very strict system, and then when they're ready to go, they can't go anywhere. They'll be effectively stuck on the ward.
All day, staff told us they face hurdles when trying to discharge patients. Some are simply too anxious, while others require family assistance at home. The reason which consistently comes up, though, social care.
So trying to find the correct care in the community for patients that have come in, we're trying to discharge them, maybe not as able as they were previously, but the best place is home first. But we can't get people home if we can't provide them the level of care and support in the community that they're needing. Hi Betty, it's Sarah, the physio. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
This means patients like Betty are stuck in wards for longer than they need to be.
It's a few days now since I've sort of I'm well enough, yes. But no, I'm fine, I can manage fine now. So I'm a lot better, and I can get about with a Zimmer and that fine, so I can't wait to get him. Although it's very nice here.
The backlog is frustrating, meaning morale is low amongst many staff.
You've been a nurse for 20 years. Is this the most challenging you've ever seen it?
Yes, I feel it's more challenging in the way that, I say probably the best question, we do feel stuck in the middle of it. We're all trying to kind of stick together, but it's low because we're coming in each day and it's just really difficult. The pressure is to try and get the jobs done quicker and quicker and quicker. And it's just hard, so we kind of work together to try and build each other up. Yeah. But the environment itself is difficult at the moment.
So, a question to all of us, could we do more to help our NHS?
Families do what they can, everyone has commitments. We would just encourage, at the earliest time when you are able to come and collect relatives, that's the best thing that can happen. We do have the ambulance service, but that's under a lot of pressure also, so everyone's doing their bit.
Hospitals are trying to help themselves too. This area is the discharge lounge, a place where patients well enough to leave hospital can wait in comfort, freeing up beds and wards. It was meant to be only open in winter, but demand is such it's now open all year round.
When we're in contact with the wards on a daily basis, we know that they're wanting to send their patients here and use our bed spaces and chair spaces. We're full, our capacity is 12, but we can be full and then refill again as the day goes on, and we often have a waiting list for patients to come. And you can tell when you step into the ward that how busy they are, and certainly that has increased over the past few years. I've worked in ARI for 16 years, and things have changed a lot in those years.
Everyone working in these wards is doing all they can to help those most in need. But they're drained, tired, and already stretched ahead of what's expected to be a difficult winter. Brandon Cook, STV News.